better over the last year or so. Got a role to play here, build a partnership again. Lienage looking good, Lienage looking busy. Yeah, going back to what you were trying to say about Sri Lanka's balance, I like this balance. Thikshan has not really been effective over a period of time. 2 wickets in the last 7 games he's played. This is all yours, Roshan. Take it over, Roshan. All yours, the bucket.
Yep, flip the bucket challenge. KFC flip the bucket challenge. All you got to do is flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head as fast as you can. So do that, Russell. And you can get a finger licking good prize. So that's for you. Last ball of the over has been a very good one. Just 3 runs conceded and a wicket. He is bowling with good pace, I'll tell you. He's rushing the batter, bending his back. 160 for 5.
Cool evening here in Rawalpindi. Good to be out here and watching a game. Few uncertainties over the past few days, Roshan, and a shout out to everyone involved in making things happen here in Pakistan and also Sri Lanka SLC. Assurances, confidence.
You're right, absolutely right. Massive shout out to both the PCB and SLC and for a wonderful job, for the decisions that they made, for doing it well, the assurances on the part of PCB, and that's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Well done to both boards. Lanka board, of course, the visiting team. So I had to make a call and they made the right call, I thought. Congratulations to everyone. The angle from round the wicket.
Nasim Shah back into the attack. They got that breakthrough. And Salman Ali Agha's now gone to 2 attacking bowlers, searching for that other wicket. There was a slight adjustment in the schedule. Second ODI here and the third one pushed to the 16th. The real key is to get to the last 10 overs where batters really express themselves with the opposition. Many wickets down, have the tail in. That's the best way to control the damage done in that period. And having bowlers who pick up wickets, such a bonus.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good captaincy on the part of Salman Agha. He is looking for wickets here. He realizes that he's just had that opening. Kamidum is just in. So they'll try to attack him. So wicket here or 2 quick wickets will allow Pakistan to have a look at the tail. So the point you made about going into the last 10 overs without set batters, so that would be a huge bonus for Pakistan.
And the tail will not do as much damage as a top order batter would do. So that's the way to go, pick up those wickets, dent them.
Now again it's back to a little bit of calmness for the Sri Lankan pair.
Yeah, there you go. The economy and the average. This period, when they look to dominate, or they dominate, look at the difference. 44 wickets. Bowlers like Nasim Shah, Haris Rauf, Abrar. So much variety, ability, and they hunt. They search for those wickets. That makes a massive difference.
Those are telling numbers, aren't they? I mean, especially when they win, those numbers are very impressive. They've sliced through batting orders, and that's always the key. The middle overs, it's about a winning and losing situation as to how you perform in those middle overs, whether you're batting or bowling. Goes over the top. That's a very bold shot. One bounce, I think, for 4. Kamindu Mendis gets off the mark. 166 for 5.
Gets off the mark with that. 7 balls. Mid on, mid off in the circle. Nasim Shah pitches that up, but positive blow from Kamindu Mendis. Great option. Kept his head over it and controlled it nicely.
Great flourish. That was great flourish.
So an over 285, so that'll be a good score. With the pitch slightly abrasive, maybe the spinner will get a bit more. Even though with the dew it slides on more at night.
Oh, that's a bad bounce. That's a bad bounce for the fielder. Only a single. But on the point you made about the abrasiveness of the surface, how important will it be the point the spinners bowl? Because we do know about the dew. Just look at the bounce, and yeah, it was away from him as well. But it's a key factor, isn't it, for Sri Lanka to ensure that you employ your spinners just before the dew comes.
Spinner.
They've got 3.
There's only Hasaranga.
No, but he could bowl.
The part-timers will be mix and match, try to get them in and get through 10 overs when the opportunity arises, maybe at a new batter. But Hasaranga, once the power play is done, because he'll be better with the field spread, that's when he can use his variations and try to deceive the batter in the air. But with the field restrictions on and you don't have those in the deep, you tend to fire it in, bowl it flatter, and that's not threatening. At the end of this over, Salman Ali Agha will have to make a decision on which ball he wants to continue. We know you play with a ball from either end up to the 34th over, and then you pick one. Lovely, lovely. Really, really good from Kamindu Mendis. He's looking to be positive.
Yeah, I love the way he's looking to set the tone. He's not holding back. That boundary of the last ball of the previous over, and look at this. This man is quick, and he hits it to mid-wicket. Tells you that he saw it early, and he had time to play that shot.
It's a quality player coming to Mendis. He's been slow to really come into it in the white ball format. But him being at 7 adds a bit of steel to that Sri Lankan batting lineup. He reads the game well, plays pace and spin equally well. And to play shots like this, I tell you what, there's got to be some class about the man.
It's a very good shot. The sound of the ball just hitting the middle of the bat just went flying over mid-wicket. Lenagi on strike. He's getting pace. He's really fired up. Rauf bending his back, getting a lot of balls to bounce and go through.
Yeah, that's what you do. You don't want the batter to get that striding, get onto that front foot or get your weight through the ball. So remind him now and again that I'm coming for you. Try and toy with the batters. Footwork, Roshan. Footwork.
Well, short delivery followed up with the one that was full, but slightly off target towards the leg stump. Well, the thing about Rauf is he's an attacking bowler. He'll get you wickets, but now that delivery almost close to 90 miles, but he's gone for 10 in the over. He's going at close to 8 runs an over, but he has the capability of surprising the batter, getting those quick wickets at a time Pakistan needs.
Decent crowd in Islamabad, capital territory. A planned city, Roshan, came into existence in the 1970s, I'm told.
UK 177 for 5. $177 for 5. Those buildings are now gradually, progressively looking to get bigger. You asked me a question.
Yeah, Roshan. About the buildings that came into existence and was named Islamabad in 1972. I didn't come then because I was born way after that.
That's what you say, but doesn't matter. Yeah, it is a city that was built then, and it's very impressively planned, I must say. Really very well planned. It's a beautiful city. And that's a look at the ground. That's beautiful. And just look at the areas. Just a single.
I was sold a dummy as well. Azim. 1967.
Always you get sold dummies. Right, this is at the figure-free moment. You need to download the app and make sure that you get the insurance you need on your fingertips. That's the important of figure-free. Don't forget, you can download the app and get the insurance you need on your fingertips. Interesting. When you look at both fast bowlers to Lianage, they have looked to bowl the short ball a few times. Haris Rauf did that, and now Nasim Shah bending his back. Let's look at the follow-up delivery. Now this partnership 19 of 17.
Those partnerships go on still to the 40th. There'll be 200 plus, and then even looking at 300. And that should be very similar. Well, this time he gets back to it. If my memory goes back to the first ODI, such a similar line, a similar length, jagged back and cleaned up Lianage. This time he's nicely behind it, mid off, mid on in the circle. So that's why he's staying back of a length.
Bit of bounce that time. One thing about both Pakistan fast bowlers is that they're hitting the bat hard. They're getting pace. And in Nasim Shah's case, bit of extra bounce and close to that ribs. But Sri Lanka just wanting to consolidate. As you said, maybe wanting to get to the 40th over with wickets in hand.
Yeah, they should. 5 and over gets you to about 208, 210. 8 and over gets you to 290. If you pace it out well, that 300 is very much there for the taking. But what I like about the Pakistan bowling lineup is the attitude, the approach. They will be sniffing those wickets. They will always keep searching. They get one here, Hasaranga next, then that score can be 240, 250, and they have that belief. Even if you take them apart, they keep coming back. That's what I really like about this Pakistan bowling lineup. And going back to the days that we played, Bakar, Wasim, they're always at you.
Finishers with a dot, 179 for 5.
Another partnership now for Sri Lanka. 20 of 21 between Lianage and Kamindu Mendes. The crowd once again out in numbers. Fantastic support for both sides from the local home crowd as well.
Yeah, isn't it the measure of how much affinity these two nations have towards each other, like brothers? And whenever Sri Lanka comes out to Pakistan, Pakistani fans, they have the anticipation they're going to witness excellent cricket.
And just on that note as well, Zimbabwe have just arrived into Islamabad for the Tri Series that starts on the 18th. So far, the game hangs in the balance. 80 for 5. Great line, great line. I mean, you almost feel from here, if this partnership grows into something substantial, what Sri Lanka haven't been able to do is convert all 5 top players getting starts, but no big partnership and no one really being able to convert the start. It was a similar case in that first ODI as well, but this one crucial.
Yeah, what we have seen in these two ODIs from Sri Lankan batters, they start off quite well, and in the middle they have become complacent. They try to play expensive strokes, have lost their wickets, and that's why they haven't been able to take charge of the game. But if they get a partnership which is substantial between these two batters, they have a chance to go beyond 280 runs, because plenty of overs they are in the bank for them. And Vanindu Hasaranga is yet to come. He can be a great finisher for them. It's all about eking out a little more.
It just saw those partnerships as well. The first wicket partnership 51 runs, the last one 61 runs, top 4 getting starts. Just the 150 so far from Sri Lanka, that also from Vanindu Hasaranga. Now all players got starts and were set. You want to convert one of those partnerships into a triple figure partnership. You want one of the top 5, especially when you've got the start, to convert it into a big 100. And you have another player, maybe 60 odd, 70 odd runs. Oh, brilliant take. Really top stuff from Rizwan. He had to time the jump perfectly. He certainly saved one from flying over his head.
That one reared up for the inconvenience of Pakistani wicketkeeper. Now landed the ball in his own half, Wasim Jr. That's why. Steep bounce. Yeah, going back to your point you were making. if not triple figure partnership, then in ODI you need to have at least 450 partnerships to be able to get to 270, 280. That's how you can compensate. But if you have only a couple of 50 runs partnership, you will struggle without any doubt. He would be hoping that these two batters carry on till the 45th over, and then he is asked to bat to finish off strongly.
At the current rate, Sri Lanka looking at 255. Edged and flies through the slip cordon, which was empty. 4 to end the over, 36 done, 187 for 5.
You can call it educated edge. No fielder in the slips. Third man was quite wide. And a boundary. Every time a boundary comes for the Sri Lankan batters, it's going to be a relief for them.
Top scorer there of Samara Vikrama, 42. Now the two men in the middle putting 28 of 28 in the partnership. Nicely timed into the leg side. Plenty of room. Wasim Jr. with the chase. A long chase will yield 3. A good running between the wickets also.
Yeah, he's an able batsman. Lianage doesn't make a lot of noise when he's scoring his runs. He plays, he bats, workmanlike. Takes the responsibility. Lianage. And he can play situations quite well.
For Kamindu Mendes, mid-on fielder just drops back to long on. Fine comes up in the ring. Reflection very square on that offside with the angle that Mohammad Wasim Jr. bowls to the left-hander. And he'll go straight to that fielder.
Yeah, from here on, if they keep on scoring run a ball, they have a chance to get close to 300 runs. It's all about batting sensibly. It's all about hitting the holes with the occasional boundary, and they'll have a chance to put something challenging on the board. For that, they'll really need to work hard. It's not going to happen easily.
Great change of pace delivery. It is Naseem Shah. Correction. I mentioned Wasim Jr. earlier, but it's the angle across the left-hander, and especially with the pace on, the ball coming on nicely, just under lights now. The square field on the offside with the hard slashes into that side come into play. You talk about hitting the gaps and running hard between the wickets. Will always be crucial in the big partnerships. You don't want to be tied down one end as a batter. In terms of a bowler, you never like it when the strike keeps changing, especially if there's a left-hand, right-hand combination or two batters with different skill set. You got to keep adjusting the line, and more important, the length that you want to hit.
And then this pitch has freshened up. The ball is coming onto the bat quite nicely, and that has been evident from the last 5 overs. You see the batters are encouraged to hit the ball on the up, and that is a good sign for the batters.
Now we saw second half of that first game, probably just around drinks break when the dew came in. They were on the 11th or the 12th over mark, and the chase and the ball got really soggy. With Sri Lanka and their spinners, it'll be crucial, but runs on the board will matter first. Short and wide. Just the under edge for one. What this pair in particularly has done well is every over they've looked to run hard. Yes, the boundaries have come by, but they've kept up with the 5 to 6 run per over mark. So the partnership also a runner ball.
Yeah, with you, Rooch. Without breaking a sweat, they managed to score 5 runs already. All these two batters need to do is stay with the program, be intelligent. How to deal with the situation.
Big shot. That is clubbed away. One bounce into the fence and closes the over out with the boundary. 196 for 5.
Yeah, he's already scored 10 runs with that particular stroke. A pull shot. Picked up the slow one very early, although the bounce got big on him, but still went with the stroke and controlled it. 9 runs off the over.
Three fours and one big 6 to his name already. Partnership now 37. Pakistan looking for a breakthrough. Cool evening here in Islamabad. A nice hangout spot for the fans. Keeping warm with Pakistan's finest garam garam chai in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Dugout keeping warm as well. Tapal, a fan favorite all across. That's a better line. You want to keep in with the stumps. Pakistan have really let themselves down the ground feeling. It's been really poor so far.
That delivery was sharp from Wasim Jr. Did hurry the batter. Managed it well.
And what that does make is the fact that now the strike is changed. Now the left-hander is on strike because of the misfield. And that's why the runs keep ticking. Not being able to bowl to the same batter so that you can bowl that similar line and length and just tie the one particular batter down. So Pakistan adding to their problems.
Very engaging. This passage of play. In the air. But will fall in no man's land. A single has been scored. That is important for Sri Lanka.
It just pulls the length back here, and what is good from Mohammad Wasim Jr. in the delivery is that it's in line with the stumps. It's in line with the body, so it doesn't allow for any room to swing through. Ball also gets big on him, the body weight falling backwards. Lucky that falls just in front of those boundary riders.
He's been excellent throughout this ODI. Wasim Jr. getting an opportunity after that game played at Faisalabad against South Africa. But it's been very impressive, like aforementioned. Not only he bowled with immaculate lines and lengths, he has hurried the batter on a sluggish pitch.
Once again, just a touch quick onto the batter. 200 with that single for Sri Lanka. 38 done, 200 for 5.
Sri Lanka 200.
avocado oil thing. Visibly improved hair quality. So right, sir. Hello, hair color. Colors to die for.
Lanka doing really well for their third and fourth team 50, picking up the pace, 48 and 43 deliveries respectively. And that's come courtesy a good partnership here in the middle between Lianage and Kamindu Mendes, 41 off 40. And it's been a partnership of a lot of control from the two batters, playing to the merit of the ball, running hard between the wickets. The way the ball is now coming onto the bat, the sound of the bat a little bit more assured, a little bit more timing on it.
And now the batters have started to middle the ball, every ball coming their way. And this should back their chances to go big in the last 12 overs.
Done well, Lianage just to roll his wrist over. The ball didn't bounce as much as he would have expected.
Yeah, he has employed these slow deliveries quite well, Naseem Shah. We saw that against South Africa and the last game as well. At times, he found it very hard to bowl seam up deliveries on the right lines and lengths. But with slow deliveries, he's been accurate.
Nicely punched, all timing on that occasion. Saim does do the clean-up job, but that is a really another nicely timed stroke. Another indication that this pitch is now getting better to bat on.
Yeah, played with measured approach, just relied on the timing. Wasn't worried about the result. Very prolific in test matches, Kamindu Mendes, but still struggling to establish himself in white ball cricket. Beaten, all ends up.
Hold on a second, Naseem Shah, he's sure he's heard something. The only one who appealed, Salman Ali Agha, is asking what's going on. Asking, are you sure you heard something? Rizwan didn't go up. And normally if somebody who hears everything, it is Rizwan. Well, time has run out. Let's have a look.
It's very hard to pick up a thin edge in the babble of the crowd. The decibels are higher, and have a look. Daylight between bat and ball, and plenty of it. And still, Naseem thought he heard something.
Yeah, no support whatsoever. Rightly so. Nicely tucked away off the legs. Should be two. Will be two. Once again, just with the running between the wickets, 6 of the first 5.
Let me correct myself, Roj. I forgot the artificial lights have taken effect. So there was not daylight in between bat and ball. It was the artificial light.
And well, within the winter season, sun setting just after 5 o'clock. straight to the fielder. 39 done to 6 for 5. Scenes here at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Support for the home side and more importantly for the touring side. For Sri Lanka, the support aplenty. Young boys and girls out there cheering for their heroes. Might be in both sides. Quality cricket on display and a great partnership now. 47 of 46 between Liana Gay and Kamindu Mendes. And with that, a change of bowling. Abrar Ahmed to bowl his final 2. Pick of the bowlers, brilliant. 3 wickets so far, only for 30 runs.
Feel the need to break this partnership, Pakistani captain. And he's gone with the premier bowler. And Abrar offered a bit of pace on that occasion. And a couple of runs for Lianage.
Pakistan will really have to pull up their socks in terms of their ground fielding. Once again, letting one go. Hossain Talat there at point. Now outside the line.
He picked the googly, took the right option, execution wasn't there. Now once again, a bit of bounce for the leg spinner.
There is a deep backward square fielder, but that field is in front of the umpire. So anything fine from there is a boundary. 50 partnership, the third of the game for Sri Lanka comes up at a very good rate. Liana Gay 44 or 53 at the moment. Kamindu Mendes has joined him. And the two putting Sri Lanka in a very strong position. They want to continue. Still 63 legal deliveries left. Remember, Pakistan scored 104 runs in the last 10 overs in that previous game. Lucky that leading edge doesn't carry.
Excellent stuff from Abrar. He bowled a quicker one to start with, realizes quickly that he has to flag the ball. Not a good delivery to end the over. A very friendly delivery. And Kamindu Mendes pounced on that opportunity and picked up a boundary.
And this one almost felt it got stuck in his hands. The quicker one drops it short. Kamindu Mendes says we'll take a boundary on that. Good over for Sri Lanka, 7 off it, 40 done to 1-3 for 5. There from Faisal Afridi. Power play 3, which means 5 fielders can be on the boundary. Just mentioned a little while earlier, Pakistan in their last 10 overs batting first in that first ODI scored 104 runs. Sri Lanka in their last 10 have scored 67. Just with the loss of 1 wicket. Protection down the ground. Mohammad Nawaz back for another spell. Dropped it short and pays the price.
Ideal time for the batters to play their strokes, especially with those kind of deliveries, long hops, and we have seen in last 2 overs, right hand and left hander batter finding a boundary, playing a pull stroke.
Once again, really good calling between the wickets. Both batters complementing each other really well in terms of stroke play. Responding and trusting each other's call.
Both these batters are complementing each other quite well. Lianage is looking to play with a budget approach, and it's Kamindu Mendes who's been finding boundaries consistently. Pulled away. This time only a single. If they carry on batting in the same vein for next 5 overs, Pakistani captain has to think a lot. They'll create a chance for themselves to breach 300.
Janit Lianage now on 49. A half century of very measured and classy approach from the Sri Lankan campaigner. Janit Lianage brings up his 7th 50 in one-day international cricket.
Yeah, played with a method. Played the situation very well. Janat Lianage, he's a street smart cricketer. Intelligent bowler as well. Very well crafted innings from the right-hander.
Applauded not just by the dugout but the crowd as well. Watch this ball fly. Watch this ball fly all the way. Another long hop. This one goes the distance.
Yeah, both the batters are sighting the ball big. And if as a batsman you err with your line and length, they are ready for it. Went aerial and got the distance as well. Kamindu Mendes, that was his second 6 of the innings.
You said, Amir, that it is Kamindu Mendes who's taken the attack to the opposition in terms of boundary hitting. 4 4s and 2 6s now. Smart cricket as well in there. Big over for Sri Lanka, 14 off it, 2-7 for 5.
go square. They'll want to only one out. In fact, they're coming for two. Could be trouble. But good running, really good aggressive running. Hasaranga was taking the fielder on and he's done brilliantly well.
That's great running. Not very good fielding. When Hasaranga took off for the second run, the ball was already taken. It should have just come quickly. Rizwan was on the stumps, but there was no real pace in the